Sega.
At Sports Interactive, we're constantly looking for ways to make the Football Manager series easier for people to play, whilst not dumbing down the game in any way, as well as trying to get new budding football managers playing the game. But as we know, when you have a title as in-depth as Football Manager, it can sometimes be overwhelming for people when they pick it up for the first time. And also, a lot of people who've been playing the game for a long time may be unaware of some of the things they can do in the game, even some of the basics. We've been experimenting with various help systems over the years, but none of them have ever felt really right to us. This year, we've introduced 2 new systems to help people who play the game, both old and new. What we're showing you today is examples of both of these systems. When you start Football Manager 2012, you'll notice on the main menu the tutorial button. If you click on this, you'll see 5 different tutorials to choose from: the interface, contract negotiations, making a transfer offer, match tutorial, and creating and developing tactics. Let's have a look at the interface, for which the tutorial describes itself as a basic explanation of how to get around the Football Manager interface. The first thing you'll notice is that the tutorial just starts with a team already loaded in. This is because the tutorial mode is separate to the main game. You can't continue a tutorial game after you've completed the tutorial, but it will teach you enough to be able to start playing the game properly. The text for each tutorial comes in a box in the middle of the screen, as you can see here. Once you've read the text in each case, you just click on the next button. You'll notice that having started the tutorial, the area of the screen that the box of text refers to is highlighted to make it easier to see what the text is describing. The tutorial mode isn't just about displaying the info, it's interactive too. Here, the tutorial asks you to click on the Manager section of the menu bar and highlights it so you can find it. You can't continue the tutorial until you've found the button. You'll then see the tutorial highlights the sections it's describing. Once you've read about the areas on the Manager menu, you can move on to the next section. Once you've completed the section for the Manager menu, it takes you to the Team menu, with a similar process to learn the information here. Hopefully, you now get the basic idea of how the tutorial works. It's very much a system to learn what the options are for and get you up to speed with the basics of the game. Now let's have a look at the how-to system. The how-to system is built into the actual game itself and is accessible at any time to the person playing the game. All you need to do to access it is to click on the little question mark right next to the FM menu at the top of the screen. As you can see, it then brings up a list of the suggested topics based on the screen that you're on. Although in the text box, you could type in keywords such as transfer and it would bring up suggested topics regarding those. But let's delete that text for now and go back to the default choices for the Manager home screen. Let's choose, how do I go to my squad? A box, similar to that shown earlier in the tutorial screen, then pops up, giving you step-by-step instructions on what to do. It highlights the buttons I need to press, so let's click on the team name, and as you can see, it takes me to the next step and highlights the squad button. If you don't press the button for a while, you'll notice that it starts flashing, just in case you struggle to find it. Once the how-to is completed, the box turns to a different colour to signify that you've done the task. You can then click back to game to carry on playing, or ask another question. So that shows you the basics of the new tutorial and how-to systems for Football Manager 2012. We hope they help you get the best out of the title.